What's up, fam? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Natalie, and this is my channel, Music to Makeup.
My intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
So today's video, alright, let me give you a quick backstory. So I watched this YouTube video the other day, and it was basically supposed to be like a real life in-person dating app, like a dating app in real life. Basically, there was one guy and 30 women, and they all got in a line, and he either said to the left, to the left, to the left, sorry, for no, like Tinder, or right for yes. Watching this video, I already knew that Tinder was made specific, it's more beneficial to men for many reasons, which I will talk about in the video. But I was just like, oh really? That's a dating app in real life? Maybe for a man? So I wanted to shed some light on what a dating app in real life is like for a woman. So I'm going to talk about why women aren't as successful on dating apps and online dating sites as men are, and then I am going to go on my Tinder account and we are gonna see how many matches I get out of 30. So I think the first round he ended up picking like 13, and then he had to narrow it down, and there were 6 potential matches. 13 out of 30 first, and then 6 potential matches, so 6 out of 30 potential matches. My statistics are a lot lower, and you will see that later. I'm gonna say, alright, let me make a prediction. I'm gonna say 1 or 2 potential matches out of 30. If you are interested in seeing what Tinder is like in real life for women and why it's so much harder for us to find someone compatible online, and kind of ways to, you know, make sure you have your discernment is on point and you are looking for the right things. If you would like to know those things, keep on watching, and please let me know if you do like this video by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel so you can get more wonderful videos like this one, and hitting the notification bell as well so you know every time I upload a new video. So let's get right into it. I'm like scared and excited to be doing this, because in today's society, basically everyone online dates, and it's especially hard for me because of the schedule I work. I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So the people that are usually awake, like when I'm awake, are like serial killers and rapists. I'm just kidding. But I will legit like go to Walmart at 2 in the morning and do my grocery shopping. And it's just hard to, number one, meet people when I'm awake all night, and number two, to find time to spend with someone, because the majority of other people have a normal schedule. So and I think dating sites can be good. I have met a handful of like real, like genuine good guys off of dating sites. Men are visually inclined. They develop physical attraction first. We don't understand it, we're women. Women, on the other hand, develop an emotional attraction first, and then a mental attraction second, and third, a physical attraction. Of course, we are, you know, if there's a gorgeous guy, we're gonna be physically attracted to him, but for true like soulmate, like deep level sort of physical attraction, we need an emotional attraction and mental attraction first. And that's why Tinder is going to be more beneficial for men, because you're basically judging someone based entirely off of their physical appearance. And so because of that, women can be prone to picking, more attractive guys, but those really, those attractive guys, as I personally know, are not the best guys. I'm not saying that all attractive men are bad people. I'm just saying they have the tendency to not take dating as seriously. And there are a few rules that I have established for picking people online, especially Tinder. So when I was younger, my standards were basically like non-existent. They were down here, and now they are up here. And some people may think that I'm too picky, but here's the thing. Standards are going to be unique to every single person. You can't judge someone else's standards because they're their standards. And your standards change over time. Like I said, I basically had none. And now they're, pretty high. But I spent so long with people and finding out how I didn't want to be treated that I know how I want and need to be treated now. And I also took the time to really ask myself, what was important to me. Another thing that bothered me about the YouTube video was, so there's this line of women and he's just like right, left, and I'm like, if that was me, I would be like, hold up, what do you do for a living? What are your values? Like, men are so visually stimulated, they could care less. And the problem with that is when they're only physically interested and they don't make an effort to try and develop an emotional and mental and spiritual connection after that. See, for women, we need that first. Men fall in love by what they see, women fall in love by what they hear. And physical chemistry alone is very short-lived. A man can easily be turned on by a seductive woman who promises sexual gratification without any strings. For many young men, just the opportunity for sex causes physical chemistry. After a few brief encounters of physical passion, this chemistry will quickly dissipate. And I have noticed that that's one way I can see what a man's intentions are. After we have been talking for a little bit and they get to know a little bit about me, if they're like head and heels, like, oh, you're perfect, I'm like, you hardly know me. Whereas when I was younger, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so special. He likes me that much. But it was just the physical attraction. And then they wouldn't put in an effort to get to know me any better. And that is something that I have struggled with in dating a lot. Okay, I was amazed as a counselor to discover a striking pattern. And this is from the book Mars and Venus on a Date, a guide for navigating the 5 stages of dating by Dr. John Gray. All right. I was quite amazed as a counselor to discover a striking pattern. Quite often women who were extremely attractive, who looked like models and movie stars, and in some cases were, would share the same complaint. Their husbands were not sexually attracted to them. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't imagine any available man not being attracted to these women. Yet it was true. I eventually realized why. So this is like a typical like Halle Berry, Sandra Bullock type scenario. Like, how could you cheat? Really? Okay. These women had been pursued by men who were primarily sexually attracted to them, but didn't really get to know them. When a man feels sexual chemistry, quite often he thinks he knows a woman. And that's what these men would tell me. I do know you. No. It's been a couple weeks. You know some things about me, but I'm a very multifaceted human being. There's a lot more. Quite often he thinks he knows a woman, he feels interested in her, he likes her, he even thinks he loves her. The real test is whether he still likes and loves her after he gets to know her. Although it may feel like love, it is not necessarily real or lasting. When a relationship passes the test of time, the love is real. These men who stopped being attracted to their partners did not betray these women. Both partners were responsible. They put too much emphasis on the physical aspect of the relationship and didn't create the opportunity to know and love each other enough to discover if they were soulmates. When physical chemistry is not backed up by the chemistry in the mind, heart, and soul, then it cannot last or grow in time. What I have started doing, instead of choosing someone, I have to be somewhat physically attracted to the person, or I know, it won't work, because physical attraction is important. It's not as important to women as, it's just as important, but not in the beginning, as emotional and mental. So I start looking at their profession. When I was younger, I would tell myself, oh, it doesn't matter if, the guy doesn't have as good a job as me, or a career, or make as much money as me. Love doesn't have a price tag on it. And, as long as they are like working towards something better, then, it doesn't matter. So I ended up attracting these men who, they would have a lot of talent and ideas, and I could see their potential. They didn't want to work towards anything. I would try to help these men see their full potential and to get them to pursue their dreams. But I shouldn't have to be the one convincing you to follow your dreams. That is your responsibility. And that was a lesson I had to learn. And now I'm like, okay, I managed to have my own place, my own car, a career, and I'm in chronic pain every day. If I can do it, anyone else can do it. So my perspective now is there is no excuse for you to be living at home, or to not have a job, or to not be able to take someone on a date. It's just ridiculous, especially at my age, and with men in their 30s, 40s. So, and if they don't have a profession listed, I most likely will swipe left. But here's my next rule. If they do not have anything written in their profile about themselves, what they're looking for, anything, then it's an automatic no. If they're not willing to put the effort to write a few sentences about who they are, what they're looking for, their hobbies, anything, then I highly doubt they are going to put in the effort, the same effort in dating as I would. So that's an automatic no for me. The next couple of rules I am probably going to see examples of in my Tinder account, so I will talk about them when I come across them, because I come across them often. Definitely so much harder for women to date these days, especially since we are taking on more masculine traits and, being in the work field, and more women have college degrees than men. We try to keep the feminine sides of ourselves too, but it's hard because we'll go to work and be masculine and be like business oriented, and then we come home and it's hard to switch back into that feminine mindset. But yeah, so just to go over like my recommendations real quick is I know it's hard, it's even hard for me, but try not to make your decision if you are online based solely on physical attraction, because that is not going to work out for women. We have to have the emotional and mental connection first. So make sure there's something that you can relate with him. And make sure that, you know, there are things that you can tell by people's profile to see how much of an effort they're really willing to put in. I don't think anyone likes filling out a dating profile, but you do it because you're looking for partners that are compatible with you. And a lot of men these days do not want to do that. I just wanted to point out how much harder it is for women, and especially high quality women, to find a high quality man. So let me know what you guys think about this video and online dating in general, and just maybe your experiences with it. I've had a lot, most of them crazy experiences, but I have had good ones too. And as discouraging as it can be to have to start all over and get to know someone again, and then find out that, you know, you're not compatible, it can be discouraging, but it's just the price, you know. I'm willing to do that and to open my heart to find, you know, true love. I'm fine being on my own now, and it is my choice to be single, because none of the men I've dated I felt were right for me, and I could have been with them. I could have been with a plastic surgeon right now, not working, laid up in a freaking penthouse in downtown Tampa. I am all about being authentic in life, and I didn't have those feelings for him. I wish I did. My life would have been a lot easier, but I can't pretend to like someone if it's not genuine. So if you did like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bitch,
Can you make a dip?
make a dip, 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 yeah, baby, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip.